Listen, this is the question. Is everything the protected prophet he say from his mouth, is it from shaitan or from God? The mic is yours.
Okay, good. So now mute yourself, or you can be quiet if you have the patience.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So now the ayah that he's talking about is that the only time when Allah, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gets wahya, it's revelation. That is when he get that. This is in the ma'asum things, and even the isma covers the whole thing of him. We believe that he doesn't sin, and I asked him from the start, you believe that Muhammad sinned, and he gave me this ayah, and I'm asking him, how does this ayah contradict isma? This is a so and like simple question. But now I will answer him even with this thing that the Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he says, when he talks about wahya, this is the thing. But for example, when he make, even if he makes a joke, if he makes a joke, is this wahya? No. The ayah that is he's, I don't know, he's trying to talk Arabic with you guys so it sounds better for you guys. So he's trying to look good. So now I want you to, from the start, I ask you, how does what? How does this ayah contradict Isma? Yalla, the mic is yours. Now stop running around in circles because you're going one to step, like you're going around. Wallah.
I was getting my map to wipe the floor with you. You just said the prophet, if he say a joke, is that tashri'? Is it against Allah? So are you saying to me that Muhammad was making fun when he said he will not have sex with his wives? Are you making joke of your prophet? And then your God Allah, he get irritated saying to him, why you forbid what Allah made lawful for you? So you are the joker here because Muhammad, Allah said to him, why you forbid what Allah made lawful? He did not say to him, why you joke? Why you ban? Why you forbid? So you're a prophet, he forbid something, and that according to you, having sex with his wives. Allah, he did not say Muhammad was joking. Muhammad did not say I was joking. Not even your Islamic Shia tafsir says that. You are making things up to duct tape the horrible mistake. So Muhammad, he forbid. And whatever Muhammad forbid, the Muslim have to obey. And if Muhammad forbid himself from having sex with the wives, then the Muslim have to follow. So Muhammad establishing Allah against Allah will. And in the beginning, I ask you, if somebody made teaching or gave a teaching against Allah will, is that a sin? You said yes. The mic is yours.
Yalla. So firstly, I did not even answer about how this contradicts Isma, but yalla, I will read up right now from Tafsir al-Mizan, from that it takes from the Ma'asumin, so we know how the Tafsir works in Shia Islam. It says, why do you, from the ayat quotes, forbidding here means what? Making something unlawful through swearing an oath not to do it. As indicating by the second verse, God has indeed has sanctioned for you the explanation of your oath. The apparent meaning of the verse is what? Is that the Prophet took an oath not to do something similar to the type of oath known as Yamin. Yamin. I will type it in the chat so he will see. Here, I typed it. Which must comply. Here, Abu, I scrolled down. My fault. Where the apparent. Which one must comply with earlier one swears to something and must do it, or swears not to do something. Here the prophet swore to not to do something which God had allowed him to do, therefore forbidding himself what God had allowed him through a oath. Forbidding here does not mean that the prophet legislated a lawful thing as an unlawful for himself. I know he would bring it up in a Sharia sense. It would not be his place to do that, because it says you seek to please your wife, meaning you seek to please them through forbidding this. This clause is either to an equivalent expression badal forbid, or a clause hal in the ayah describing its subject. If it conveys that the censor is really directed at the wife, something emphasized. If you it says in the ayah, if you both turn to God, then indeed your hearts are led are readily are read I cannot talk are readily inclined to this.
Are you done?
Surah 60.
Okay, listen
Hold
carefully,
on.
guys. He said he did not
I'm
forbid
not.
others. He said he did not forbid others. He forbid himself. Doesn't matter. You forbid yourself from what Allah made lawful for you. So Muhammad, he made what is unlawful, make it unlawful. And you said to me in the Tafsir al-Mizan, it says this is about a fruit. Let me give you the fruit of your own book. It says it's about Mary the Copt. It's about Mary the Copt, not about fruit. What a fruit! Muhammad was having sex with Mary the Copt, and his wives, they came, specifically Hafsa. She came and she found him in the top of the women. Muhammad, he took a false oath, swearing by Allah he will not do it again. And he told her not to tell others. So your prophet now is trying to cover up his false practice, evil practice. And then here we have a bigger problem. If I ask you right now, I want you to confirm. Did your book mention that this is about Mary the Copt, the slave? Yes or no?
That's not about the topic, man. Akhi,
No, no,
Wallah, you're running
no.
so
This is a
big.
topic.
I
It's you.
don't
It's
care
you
how we
who
speak.
mentioned to me in the beginning that this is about him forbidding himself from having sex with his wives. You said that. You said that. Now you switch. You said it's about fruit. Which one?
Look, be quiet for 1 second.
Which
I
one?
asked him
Which
from the
one? Is
start.
it about the fruit? Listen.
I'm gonna mute
Is
you.
it
I'm gonna
about the
mute you.
fruit? Is it
I
about?
asked him
Is
from
it
the
about the
start.
fruit, Mister
How
Tutti?
does this contradict the
Tutti,
ayah?
tutti,
Now he's going to
tutti
the
frutti,
topic and the
tutti.
Sunni
Tutti.
hadiths
I'm
and
not
what the
talking about
context
Sunni.
about it. He doesn't understand that I contradict their
I'm
hadith.
not talking
I
about
don't care
Sunni.
who it is. I'm
I'm
explaining
not
what the ayah is
talking.
saying
Hey,
from
hey,
Tafsir
hey, hey,
al-Mizan
hey,
from the
hey.
Ma'asumin and he's
I'm
not
not
listening.
talking about
Allah
Sunni.
billah Allah, is this your best debater? He doesn't even know how to debate. I swear by God, he's the worst debater. May God curse me down if he's a good debater. Wallahi, just and
Listen,
he doesn't
is
even
it
understand
you?
when he's saying that
Is
Allah,
it you?
when Muhammad did something right for himself
Tutti
and his sex.
frutti, tutti
The
frutti.
thing is, when the Quran says the Prophet forbade something, that it doesn't mean that he made a new Sharia. It
He ran away. He is the one who said to me this about the Prophet forbidding himself from having sex, and then he said this about fruit. That means Muhammad, he have sex with watermelon. According to you, you said to me, this verse is about your prophet forbidding himself from having sexual intimacy with his wives. It's turned to be his wives is watermelon, because according to you, when you start reading, you said to me it's about fruit. And you are talking about who knows how to debate. You do not know even what you are talking about. In the top of that, you idiot, Allah, he said to him, why you forbid? That means he forbid, doesn't matter what he forbid. When you do forbid something, Allah did not forbid, that means you are a fabricator. And you said that Allah, Prophet, he took an oath. That is additional sin. Because now you have to break your oath. You use the name of Allah in vain. Correct, guys? If Muhammad, he said, it's recorded, he said, Prophet, he took an oath. To who? To his wives. He will do what? He will not do it again. So Muhammad is very serious about it. Muhammad, he make it Allah for himself at least. But we know that Muslims, they have command to obey Muhammad. Whoever obey, why you run away? You know, don't you, you're not a hero? I am the worst debater, huh? Anything he say, not only Quran, anything he say, all your religion is based on the hadith, potato, especially you Shia. I mean, according to you Shia, you know, the fly, the elephant, they fly. All your story as a Shia is in the hadith. Muhammad is made of light, Fatima made of light, Ali made of light. It's in the hadith. Allah brought the wings of Fitros. Your religion as a Shia is not in the Quran. Actually, in fact, you Muslim Shia don't believe in the Quran. I can show you 1,000,000,000 videos made by Shia saying the Quran is corrupted. It's false. You are waiting for the Quran of Fatima, which is hidden in the cave. The cave
with
of bin
7,000,
the
with
cave of bin Laden.
7,000, yeah, with 7,000 ayahs, right?
Huh?
With 17,000 ayahs, right?